Hello and welcome to another Masters of Disney Adventures. So in this news vlog we've got everything that's new with the Disney parks and also Disney entertainment. So first up, which has been the news on everyone's mouths, is the Genie and Genie Plus, which for us I think is a bit of good and bad. Good in the respect of with the Genie app companion, which basically goes on the My Disney Experience app. Is pretty good in the respect of it just allows you to plan your days. So basically when you're setting it up, you tell it what you like, what sort of attractions you like, and where you like to eat, that sort of thing. And it basically tells you when's the best time to go and sort of just plans your day really. So those who know us will probably have heard us say before that we don't really like, well we did sort of like the fast passes, but we're not overly fussed about them, were we? So,
well, apart from wait times.
Mountain wait times, yeah, but
yeah.
I mean, we were sort of umming and ahhing, weren't we? Really, whether it was sort of whether it worked best for us or not, because we felt we missed a lot out, didn't we? Really, because we were going from one fast pass to the other. So it's not a really huge thing for us, but the Genie companion app bit I think will work for us well.
Yeah.
But the Genie Plus, as you've obviously heard, is basically, it replaces Fast Pass. It's pretty much the same, except there's one major difference, and that's $15 per ticket per day.
I worked it out to be quite expensive, so it kind of adds, so for us, if we were to do it, it'd be £15 per ticket, because obviously she's now a paying person.
Yeah.
So it works out £45 a day for the three of us. And then if you total that over the 13 days that we'll probably end up going into the parks for, it's an extra 500, I think it's, hang on, £585.
And we're only obviously a
And that's
family
three
member
of us.
party, so for those with many more kids than us, it's going to be quite an expensive addition.
Considering you already pay, so our park tickets we've paid for through attraction tickets are mounting to around 1,000, 1,300-ish?
Something like that.
Yeah, between 1,200 and 300, so that's nearly £2,000 for the three of us to do Disney park tickets and also this Genie Plus. It's quite frustrating.
Now the Genie Plus covers 40 rides across the park. It does not cover the major attractions.
Oh really?
Such as Seven Dwarfs, Star Wars Rise of Resistance. You have to pay extra then to add those.
Really?
And you're allowed to book 2 per day. So
so basically if you're in, say you're at what's it called?
Magic Kingdom?
No, the other
Hollywood
one.
Studios?
Hollywood Studios. And you want to go on, because I'd imagine it would include Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Train, because it's a new ride, or maybe Slinky Dog, because they're quite big.
I don't think that one was listed, I don't think.
But say for instance it is, so you can only pick that one and then Rise of the Resistance once, basically.
Yeah, you have to pay extra to go on those.
Pay extra. On
top of your $15. So your $15 basically covers the 40 standard rides, as it were. But then if you want to go on these popular attractions, you then have to pay extra to have the lightning lane, which is basically your fast pass lane, as it were, to use Genie Plus on top of that.
It's so frustrating, because I get it, Disney's got to find a new way to make money, because there was a good chunk of a year's worth of them not making any money. But they're making it harder they're making it less affordable for people like us.
Yeah.
So I guess the problem is we're going to just be spending a lot of our time now queuing, which is frustrating, because especially when we went to Legoland recently, we wasted most of the day queuing and didn't get to see a lot of the stuff.
No.
So
thankfully we've got 2 weeks to
at least we've got, this is it, at least we've got 2 weeks, and you know, we kind of planned that we were probably going to spend more time at the parks anyway, didn't we?
Yeah.
that we're going to do less probably other things and
Yeah.
make them get our money's worth out of the park. So there is that, I guess. I guess.
But I think for us, like I said a minute ago, you know, for I don't know. Comment below. What's your opinion on it? Will you miss using the fast pass system as it was? Will you happily pay the extra to carry on using it? I mean, like I said, for us, you know, I found it better when 2012 when we didn't use the fast pass system at all. I felt we got a lot more done. I don't know why. I think it's because of we just literally went from one ride next door.
Yeah.
Whereas we didn't really, we just snapped up whatever fast passes we could, and it could have been one side of the park to the other, and it felt like you were...
And I suppose it included a lot more planning, which I suppose isn't so bad for people who enjoy planning. For me, I hate planning.
Do you?
Yeah.
I thought, oh.
I hated.
You got all the planning books.
I know, but I sat here every day when we were able to go on and then get our fast passes. I think because it'd been such a long time since we went to Disney last, I couldn't quite picture that. Even though we brought the maps up, in my head I couldn't quite picture where things were. So I think for me it was frustrating to sit here with like no knowledge, planning which rides we were going to go on. I could quite happily plan our days and like plan them so much to say like we want to go to Magic Kingdom and on this day we're going to aim to at least do Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and also this.
Yeah,
like that's my kind of planning, but not completely kick off if we don't get it all done in one day. Whereas when you've got the fast passes, like to think about, you kind of have to do those things in that day because you've booked your fast pass, and you know that Disney get frustrated if you don't go to that fast pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So at least it kind of takes that stressful element. I think that's what it is. I think fast passes can make it a bit more stressful because yes, you've got an hour opening to use your fast pass, but sometimes if you're one side of the park and you can't get there because it's just so crowded and you can't get through, it's frustrating. And then you're then rushing to get to your fast pass, and then you're not actually enjoying everything you're seeing around you.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what it was.
And like we realised that we didn't even go through the Disney castle. Like what the hell?
We missed out so much compared to 2012.
Yeah, and I know I've been through it because I can see it in my head. I can see the alley that goes through and all the pictures of Cinderella's story and all that lot. But we didn't do it. And I think that's purely because we were rushing around trying to get to our fast passes, and then also try and fit in little rides that had small wait times in before we had to then rush to the next fast pass. That you couldn't take it all in.
No.
And we didn't do like the tree house and things like that in Magic Kingdom. And it's like, I mean, it might have been a bit difficult because the Lithia was so small, but like this time, if we've not got a fast pass to rush to, I'm going on off a tangent, I'm really sorry. But if we haven't got a fast pass to rush to, if we're in that area and we go to the Tiki Room and then the Magic Carpets, we then can go to the family tree house whilst we're there. We don't have to necessarily, flying around a magic wand. We don't have to necessarily go, oh no, we've got to rush off to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train now. Do you know what I mean? Like we can enjoy it a bit more and look at a wait time and go, okay, that's ridiculous, let's try again later.
That's it. And that's why I think for us personally, just the Genie app on its own, the free basically edition that comes to the My Disney Experience app, would be good for us because we literally say what sort of rides we want to do, and it will just give us suggestions of when the best time to ride that ride it would be, like when it's the quietest.
That's cool.
And also
gives you like a heads up.
Yeah, and like the restaurants, when the best times to go to your favourite restaurants are. You basically tell it what you like, and it gives you help how to make the most out of your perfect day.
I like that.
So it's not really telling you you got a slot here, go. It's basically saying, you know, if you want to do this is the best time. So you can sort of plan it to your own way, but with the assistance of the Genie app. So for us, I think the free inclusion of the Genie app companion will be the way that we wanted to do it, I think.
Yeah, and I suppose it saves me carrying around my planner notebook with me.
Yeah. So what do you think? Will the Genie app companion help you, or will you, like I say, prefer to go for the full fast pass system and pay you $15 per ticket per day, let us know in the comments below.
Fair play to you if you do.
Yeah.
But then I suppose if you're used to the fast pass and you do have the money, I think if we had the money we probably would. But for us personally, you guys know that we do Disney on a budget where we can. You know, we give you our advice on how to do Disney on a budget, and for us that extra £585 is not doing Disney on a budget.
Think how much merch you can get with that.
I'd rather spend it on, I'd rather get 6 Loungefly bags.
Oh yeah, you could, yeah.
Exactly. Or
the
3
Disney Castle Lego.
3 Loungefly bags, the Disney Castle and a Spirit jersey.
There you go.
That's how I'm spending
So just remember that.
That's how I'm spending my £585 extra. Because when you turn it into dollars it becomes more. Hopefully. If the exchange rate's good.
Yeah, so 1 ride at a time only for the standard Genie Plus. So yeah, basically when you pay your standard $15 to use for the 40 rides, you're allowed to book 1 at a time on the day. So you can't do it in advance either, like you used to on the Fast Pass system. It's literally like as you turn up in the parks, you can book Fast Pass 1 at a time.
So that's not. So it doesn't even help the people who like to plan.
No. No. So moving on quickly, the annual passes are now back on sale. So with new itineraries, new prices. So you've now got the Incredipass available, which is basically available for the all 5 parks with 0 blockout days. So you can literally just go at Disney all year round to your heart's content.
Cool.
That one is priced at $1,383.44. You then have the Sorcerer, which is basically available for Disney Vacation Club and Florida residents. That has a 18-day blockout at $957.44.
Bargain.
And then the next 2 are for Florida residents only, which are the Pirate and Pixie Dust, and they have a 75-day and 161-day blockout respectively, and they're $744.44 and $424.94.
So for Florida residents, I'd imagine the 161 days blockout are going to be sort of like your Independent Days, your kind of Christmas,
your big
Halloween,
holidays,
and your kind of what's that one that they have? There's a big holiday that they celebrate.
4th of July and
not 4th of July.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and all, all those sorts of things. So for Florida residents, that's going to be a good one because you probably wouldn't want to go those days anyway because it's busy.
Yeah.
But I'd imagine if you did want to go on those days, can you, if you've got a residence pass, could you pay extra to go in those days?
I imagine, yeah.
We'll probably get some sort of discount or something.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
But even so, like...
I mean, you do get annual pass discount on everything.
Yeah.
I don't know about the tickets or not.
But I suppose at least with those ones you can... That's quite good. £424 if you're a Florida resident to go into Disney whenever you want, pretty much. You would, as a Florida resident, you'd know when you didn't want to go to Disney anyway, wouldn't you?
No, that's right.
So that's a pretty good price.
And talking about adding on to that, to the pass, you can basically add your water parks, which isn't included on the annual passes, which is $99 plus tax. Or you can add Memory Maker, which is $69 per tax, plus tax.
Bargain!
So,
So,
obviously for the UK tickets they still include that within the
yeah,
price.
but
so.
like for annual passes, for an extra $69, does that include it for the whole duration of the pass?
For the pass, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cheap. Yeah. That's quite a nice add-on actually, because if you're paying like £1,300 anyway, £69 isn't a huge difference to your thing to get your photos every single time you go in. That's pretty good, that.
So, I mean, the best one I think for UK residents would be the Incredipass, which is the no blockout days, or if you're not planning on going on any public holidays, then the Sorcerer ones.
But then that's
if you're a DVC member.
I was going to say, is that DVC?
But if you're just like us and, you know, going, say, 2 or 3 times per year, then the Incredipass is obviously the one for you. With those add-ons as well, then you've got a pretty good pass there. Moving on then, so there's several new things that have been coming to Epcot recently, starting with Club Cool.
Epic
Which
Epcot.
we're very much excited to see. And because, well, we missed out on Beverly last time, which we were really gutted about, we'll get to try it again this year.
Yeah.
or next year. So yeah, Beverly is back. we've seen
Good old Beverly.
We've seen it on the machines. So basically, it's your Coca-Cola experience thing. You know, everything Coca-Cola around the world, that sort of thing.
I
as
think
it was.
they've got some new flavours as well. They've said.
Have they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Look forward to trying those.
they've got rid of some of them, and then put in new ones.
I did some new ones. Okay.
It'd be cool to try them out.
That's good.
Can you get like a bottle of Beverly to bring home with you?
Would you want to?
No, but I'm just saying.
And there's some bad news. Expedition Everest in Animal Kingdom is closed from the 4th of Jan till mid-April. For
That's
us,
us out then.
depends how mid-April, because we go on the 7th, so it could be opening in our second week
Yay!
with a bit of luck.
Not that you care, but I do.
Yeah, that was one of your favourites.
I like
wasn't
that
it?
one. Single rider. I wonder if Alithia would go on with me if she's tall enough.
Do you know, I wouldn't be surprised if she does, because
She liked the big fast rides at
Legoland,
Legoland, didn't she?
yeah.
That dragon one.
exactly. So
You gonna come on it with me if it's open and you're tall enough? It's quite scary.
you go backwards,
You go on the ride really fast backwards.
and there's the abominable snow monster.
Yeah, there's a snow
the
monster.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, cool.
There we go then.
You can stay with the backpacks and the buggy if we're
The
still
back
taking
on
it.
I can just walk.
So moving on then, unless you've been living under a rock just lately,
Been living under a rock.
travel for the UK residents is to open up on the 1st of November
Yay!
Yay!
for fully vaccinated travellers. So if you haven't got your vaccine already, get jabbed.
Get jabbed, go to Disney.
Which is great news for everyone. I mean, including us. It's just nice to know that the borders will be open. Hopefully they'll stay open by the time we go. Fingers crossed.
We're that excited. We've actually been buying things for Disney
Yeah,
again
it's
already.
time to start planning them. Just to be able to, you know, book a holiday and know that you'll be going on it
It's quite.
is epic.
It's quite nice.
It's just amazing how much we took all that for granted, you know. And for the past almost 2 years, we've just been booking holidays on the hope that, you know, hopefully it might happen, you know, sort of thing. So
Yeah.
it's just nice to now book a holiday and know that you'll be going on it again. So yeah, definitely probably the best news we've had for a long time.
All we're hoping for is now, because obviously there's, with a lot of holidays at the minute, is having to get your PCR tests and all that lot as well, which is an extra expense on top. So we're kind of hoping that if they still want to check that you're COVID free, that the lateral flows will be all that you need. Oh, plenty of those from work. So
Obviously at the moment it's going to be
PCR.
PCR within 3 days
within
if you're
3
flying.
days if you're flying.
So yes, definitely good news. Moving on, the Enchantment Fireworks, which sadly replacing Happily Ever After, has revealed their new opening song. You can check that out yourself on Disney Parks blog via Instagram on their website. But yeah, I've heard of it and
It sounds just like
does
Happily
sound-
Ever After.
Yeah.
Like backwards.
Does that mean that Happily Ever After or Enchantment will be like Happily Ever After?
I hope so.
Be nice. Yeah.
As long as Tinkerbell flies, I don't care about that.
Well, she did during Wishes, so
So
I would probably bet that she would be still flying.
I'm sure we'll all see it before we go though, because it's coming soon, isn't it? It's the fireworks.
Well,
start
by the
soon.
time you guys are watching this, it would have already been started. So.
Ooh. Let's hope there's lots of videos going around so
Yeah.
we can have a spoiler.
So yes, definitely. That's something to look forward to. So far, for us, every trip we've been on, there's been a different
fireworks
fireworks.
show, yeah.
And moving back to Epcot, Creation Shop, which most of you will probably previously know as Mouse Gear, is opening.
Oh, it's
Or is
open.
open by now.
It looks good.
Yeah, so we've seen a few sneak previews and it does look really good, doesn't it? Hopefully it's got the same amount as merch as it did as Mouse Gear.
I know, there's loads in there.
Because they were, absolutely tons. So.
There's things that I didn't even find even in the big shop
Yeah,
at Disney Springs.
No,
I found things in there. I mean, I know each park has their own things, but yeah, I felt like there was more there. I found more jewellery there, which was cool.
yeah, and there's like the costumes as well, wasn't
Yeah.
there, more than anywhere else.
Yeah.
So yeah, either that or it's just easier to find things because it's not so big.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, so that's all now open as Creation Shop, so it's another good new revamped addition to Epcot. And whilst on the subject of Epcot, Space 2020, something else that we've been eagerly looking forward to, has now opened its doors. We were watching a few vloggers, weren't we, trying it out for the first day.
I think because the first 2 weeks it's been open, you can't do reservations, you just have to queue.
Right.
So I think one of the vlogs we were watching, he was in the queue for most of the day, like 4 hours, but oh my god, it was absolutely worth it. I would have queued for 4 hours if I lived in Florida. I would have queued for 4 hours to get in there. It's just, literally we have to go.
Yeah.
We have to go. I don't care how much it costs, we have to go.
I mean,
because you love your space anyway.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's just, yeah. Do we do a spoiler and sort of say what happens within it, or do we let people watch it for themselves?
I think most people know.
The lift that takes you up into space looks amazing.
Was it supposed to go 10,000 miles an hour or something?
10,000 miles an hour. And you get there in seconds. But it's just the little things like that you can see Epcot underneath you, and you can see space up above you, or the space station where you go and eat your lunch.
And then you're seeing those astronauts.
And then you see astronauts flying about,
and
and you can see Earth back down underneath you. It's been thought out amazingly. And I'd imagine it would feel like you're actually in space.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's literally surrounded by windows, aren't you?
Yeah.
Sort of thing. It's just, yeah.
Do you want to go and eat there? See space?
Yeah, you liked it, didn't you? You were watching it. I mean, it's if you can't obviously stay at this Star Wars hotel, then it's definitely a good alternative, you know. So hopefully the reservation system will be working on.
Yeah, I think it was just for the first 2 weeks that they're not doing it, and then once it's been open for 2 weeks, they're going to start the reservations.
I mean, with Genie as well, it might even help you plan the best time to eat.
That'd be cool if Genie helps you to do reservations as well, because we've tried reservations in the past, and being in the UK and not owning a credit card, we've found it really hard to book, which is why we've not booked.
You can actually pre-order food through it.
Yeah, but I think one of my friends said that it's just that they call it credit cards, but you can book with any debit card, but actually we still struggled with your debit card. So, mind you, my new card is now a MasterCard, so I wonder if that'll help me. It's not an actual credit card, but it's a MasterCard.
That's good, yeah, it might
We'll have
be
a
different. And then finally, Disney Plus. So it's been going on for over a year now, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And it's definitely popular with most of us Disney fanatics. And they've obviously got 2 new movies, which are basically what I love because they're park based, really, with Muppets Haunted Mansion, which is one of them.
Looks good, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that looks great, especially for Halloween and all that. That'd be a really good one to watch. And the Jungle Cruise, which sees The Rock return to another Disney video.
For all of you who have Disney Plus, I don't know if you've seen, but they're doing a Disney Plus Day. Is that when it was first launched, on the 12th of November in the UK? But they're doing a Disney Plus Day, and then just for one day only, there's going to be certain films which aren't available unless you have Premium.
Yeah, Premier Access.
Or Premier Access. But they'll be available for one day. So for us, Jungle Cruise is going to be available on that day.
That's on the list, yeah.
And there's other ones as well, all like new films that they've not yet released, but they're going to be releasing around that time. They're going to be putting on there. So where did I find it? I think it's on Facebook, on Disney Plus,
on their own
Facebook page. So far down, you'll find the actual list of films. Maybe you can add it here now.
Yeah, I'll do a screenshot if I can.
Of what they've got going. But yeah, it'll be cool. Like, we're just good for the Jungle Cruise, I think.
Definitely.
It'd be nice to see it. But yeah, because Disney Premier Access you have to pay £20 each time.
Yeah.
Each time. So not once, you pay 20 quid.
It's like a trip to the cinema, really, isn't it?
Yeah, you literally pay £20 to see the film before it gets general release. Which is fair enough if you want to spend 20 quid, but I'd rather go to the cinema and spend 20 quid, if I'm honest.
But yeah, definitely Premier Access for free of charge for that one day, 12th of November.
And then
What do you want to
hopefully soon they'll tell us when they're going to be releasing Hocus Pocus 2. Because I want to see that.
So that's everything, guys. Tell us what you think. What do you think to the Genie companion app? Will it help you plan your day better? Will Genie Plus help you if you're willing to pay the $15 per ticket per day? Will it help you in the same way that FastPass did? Or do you think Disney shouldn't charge money for the same service that you once had? And what do you think to the new things opening in Epcot? So Creation Shop, the new Club Cool, Space 2020. Will that make your Epcot experience even better? So let us know. Thanks for watching, guys. And that's all from our Disney news for this week. We'll see you again next week. Bye.